This is Woodstock Academy Live.
Today's game is brought to you by Busquets Appliances and Danielson and Willimantic. The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Girardi Insurance Services. The Mansion at Bald Hill.
Jewett City Savings Bank with offices in Brooklyn, Dayville, Plainfield, Preston, Putnam, Pawcatuck, and Jewett City. Member FDIC.
And Ocontrabar Productions, LLC.
That one's popped up in the air towards left. Coming on strong is Waterman. Dives, does not make the catch. It's actually Joey Gould who sends it in. 1 run is home. 2 runs are home. Both Grist and Nason. Winds up and delivers. McKeon bounces it up to Dalton, who sends it over. Now there's Patone to Gronsky into the middle. Bundy right into the block of Brewer and puts it down, and the kill for Bundy. Macy Rawson on the ball to Leah Costa. Costa trying to break through. Costa shot and a goal for Leah Costa. Snap prevails, going to chase this one down. They loses the football, picked up by the Centaurs and trotted in. Woodstock Academy touchdown. Angel quick goes for the shoot. Yeah, he got the 3-pointer quickly. Angel really going after it.
Yeah, burst energy right off the bat.
Always trying for a split on there.
This is OJ on it. And Wolf in and a goal from Mia OJ. In the center portions of the ice comes Landon Murdoch. He sends it in and a goal got under the pads of Splinard. And we welcome you to the Alumni Fieldhouse on this Tuesday as we have CIAC Division II State Tournament Girls Basketball coming your way. The Woodstock Academy Centaurs, the number 7 seed in Division II, against number 10, Bristol Central. Mark Allard and Dan Vogt up in the catbird seat up there on top of the scaffolding almost, I guess you could call it that. Eli Poe is on the camera again today, and we welcome you well, this could be an interesting contest. 19-5 for the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, coming off a win over Fitch in the first round game. And meanwhile, you look at it from the Bristol Central side, they're coming off a win over New Milford in their first round contest.
Yeah, and just a second round game, but these are two teams that really have state final aspirations and a legitimate chance to make it there.
19-5 for the Centaurs, 18-5 for Bristol Central. Centaurs, of course, made it to the finals of the Eastern Connecticut Conference Championship, fell a little short against New London, and meanwhile, Bristol Central lost in the CCC quarterfinals to Enfield by a point. So these are, like you say, two battle-tested teams, and when you get to this point in the season, face it, there is no easy game.
No, that is true. No doubt about that. And both played very difficult schedules to prepare them for this state tournament. One common opponent in Wyndham, and almost the exact same score between the two teams in those games.
So it's one of those things that doesn't tell us a whole heck of a lot, does it?
Not really.
Not really, unfortunately. So from that point of view, this one should be downright even. And when you look at what the Centaurs have to do, maybe it's just to keep that scoring going, to keep that consistency going for the Centaurs, something that's kind of been on and off a little bit at times.
Absolutely, and I think the key tonight is going to be hitting some of those three-pointers. They've been around 20% the last few games. I think they're going to need to be up around 30-35% tonight.
They do have to face a pretty impressive inside player in Nicole Reamer.
Yes, Nicole Reamer. I mean, she's the all-time women's leading scoring total Bristol Central in points and rebounds.
Points and rebounds. Why not? Not just points, but points and rebounds. So from that point of view, we think we have a good one. We had a chance to talk to the head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, Will Fleeton. We'll be back with Will in just a moment.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And we welcome you back to the Alumni Fieldhouse on this Tuesday. It's CIAC Division II, second round action as the Woodstock Academy Centaurs play host to the Rams of Bristol Central. Will Fleet, and the head coach of the Centaurs. And, well, Will, you now get into the part of the year where it's not as familiar. I mean, obviously against Fitch, you knew exactly what you were facing. A little bit more of an unknown here today against Bristol Central.
Well, that's just it exactly. That's usually the state tournament, but we seem to find a knack of playing people we play all the time. So the Fitch one was a little bit different. I guess this is, a little bit more of the norm that we've faced. I don't know about other teams, but I guess this one would be more than the normal, seeing somebody that you normally don't see too often in the playoffs.
You know, I always like to ask this question to a coach. Do you like that? Do you like to be able to adjust on the fly?
I think so. After the grind of I guess it's a yes or no would be the answer to that, because of the grind within our league. It's a little bit different when you do know somebody so well at some accountable things. But with the same token being said, I could say to make the same statement about teams you don't know about. So a little part of me says it's a little bit refreshing in a way. The other part of me, I like to be prepared, and preparation is important. So the other part of me feels like I'm not like that. That hurts us a little bit.
They have a little bit of a similarity, I guess, to Stonington. They do have a big girl inside, which is someone you're going to have to encounter today.
Well, that's all I know about, but I heard she's an all-around player. Good size, does everything the right way, like every high school kid should. I mean, to be honest with you, this is the times that their dreams are made of. I know they're a good team over there. I mean, led by a good player, which is her, and a couple others. So, I mean, we do know that. I think everyone knows that. So we expect a banger in here.
You know, the other thing, too, is they're kind of like us in the respect of 5, 6, 7 maybe, but almost an iron 5.
Yeah, that's getting to be more common over the years, I think. I don't know the answer to that, but I think teams, numbers-wise, I've seen a lot this year where some programs barely have enough to field a team, so obviously that's why they're not that deep. Others are very young, which they don't go as deep as well. So, and I think our situation is a little bit different, too. We're bit by the injury bug a little bit, but I don't know if that was a factor or not. But I think there's some contributing factors to that. It's getting to be 5, 6 players is getting to be pretty normal.
You know, they come out of a tough league as well.
Yeah.
You know, Bristol Central has got a pretty good pedigree.
That's the thing that you know with the unknown, like you spoke about earlier. The one thing we do know is they play a tough conference. They're always quality over there. They're a quality bunch. We've played in the past, but that was forever ago. But I'm sure they still get after it. Big school.
Yeah.
Those are the givens, and those are the things we know about them because of the history they've created.
You had 5 people in double figures last game. How important is that to happen in the future on a consistent basis?
That's refreshing when we all can do something. It doesn't have to be scoring. The most obvious that everybody sees is the point total. So to see 5 in double figures with points, that's a little bit more headlining than a lot of the stuff that happens behind the scenes. So if I can get 5, 6 contributing in the box score in multiple columns, we're good.
How about the defense the other day? Were you happy?
For sure. That's who we are. That's where we try to hang our hat. It doesn't always go our way, but that's where we put a lot of effort in, and that's what we want. So to get the outcome like that, to get those stops in that that third quarter the other night, I think is a symbolization of who we are.
I guess, this is the second round. The Butterflies, even though you're on your home court, the Butterflies are there because you do have to win to move on, to make it into the quarterfinals. What has to go right for you guys?
I think we got to play our game. We got to let our defense take hold. We got to let that lead us. As far as the nerves and the Butterflies go, that's high school. I think that's the normal. I tell my kids if they're not a little shaky to start, like at this time, pregame, if you're not feeling it a little bit, something's wrong because you're not human. And teach me the trick how to hold it down as well.
Yeah, good point there. Well, best of luck today against Bristol Central. It's the Rams and the Centaurs. Starting lineups, national anthem coming up. Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The Mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the Mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The Mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the Mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
I have been doing theater and acting since I was 8 years old. I absolutely love it. Coming here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, if not the best. The school has been so supportive. I am so unbelievably grateful. It's amazing to be in an environment where people want you to succeed and want you to do well. My name is Maggie McLaughlin. I'm a junior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information on where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/futurecentaurs.
Just about ready to get underway here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Both teams exiting the floor from their warm-ups, which means we're just about ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups. And as we traditionally do, we will turn it over to Woodstock Academy Athletic Director Sean Saucier in today's opening announcements.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Alumni Fieldhouse on the campus of Woodstock Academy for tonight's CIAC Division II Girls Basketball Tournament second round game, featuring the Rams from Bristol Central High School and your Woodstock Academy Centaurs. The CIAC and the Woodstock Academy are committed to the principles of good sportsmanship. We believe all student athletes, coaches, and spectators should strive to represent themselves and their school with the very best spirit and tradition of high school athletics. We request your cooperation by supporting the players, coaches, and the officials in a positive manner. We thank you for your cooperation, and we thank you for helping to create a positive high school athletic environment. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you please rise if you are able. Remove your headwear and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, the visitors, the Rams from Bristol Central. A junior, number 1, Leilani Cespedes. A junior, number 2, Olivia Lewis. A senior, number 5, Kamaria Bowens. A senior, number 21, Molly McMahon. And a senior, number 24, Nicole Reamer. Bristol Central is coached by Mr. Steve Gaudet. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Woodstock Academy Centaurs. A 5'8" junior guard, number 22, Elise Coyle. A 5'9" senior forward, number 31, Allison Kamara. A 5'9" senior guard, number 24, and a captain, Vivian Bebo. A 5'6" senior point guard, number 10, Captain Kaylee Saucier. And a 5'10" senior guard, number 33, and a captain, Isabel DeLeva Boucher. The Centaurs are coached by Will Fleeton, assisted by Colin Singleton and Mike Gaudreau.
Sean Saucier in our opening announcements there as we're just about ready for basketball. Centaurs coming out in their white jerseys with the navy blue and gold trim, and Bristol Central, the Rams, in the maroon and white, making the long trek across Interstate 84, I think, to get here. So that leaves me with just one question, Dan Vogt. And believe it or not, I've only got to say this once. Are you ready for some basketball?
You know I am, Mark. You know I am.
Man, I don't know what we're going to do. We only have one game to do tonight. I don't think we've done a singular game in about 3 weeks. But we're here tonight and ready to roll. So are the Woodstock Academy Centaurs girls, trying to keep their season going, trying to head into a state quarterfinal, likely at number 2 Trumbull. That one will not be a fun trip. That's a little bit ways out of there. I don't know if you get to Trumbull from here.
It's a hike.
Isabel DeLeva Boucher, Nicole Reamer in the center circle. The officials are from the Fairfield, aboard at number 9. And we're just about set for basketball. CIAC Division II state tournament action is underway. And it will come down to number 21, Molly McMahon. McMahon gives it over to Kamaria Bowens. Bowens back over on the left side to Cespedes. Cespedes over to Lewis. Back to McMahon. Actually to Reamer. Her drive. No good. Rebound. Reamer got her own. Back up and a foul on Allison Kamara. But the Centaurs want to see early.
No, not surprised at all. They went right to Reamer on the first possession.
And it will be a free throw attempt for Nicole Reamer, averaging 19.1 points per game for Bristol Central. 478 points on the season, drops the free throw. Early lead for the Rams, 1-0 advantage. And the second for Reamer, hits them both, all net. 2-0 lead, Rams, as we just underway here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Cross-court pass over to Elise Coyle. Back on the right side, Bebo had it knocked away. It's back over on the left to DeLeva Boucher. Here's a three, and it rims in and out. Oh, that angry rim. Saucier misses the three. Rebound comes down to Bowens. They had problems with that rim last time. That one's partially blocked by DeLeva Boucher on the shot by Reamer. Up ahead quickly to Boucher. In the middle is Coyle. Coyle against McMahon. Bounce pass back out to Saucier. Thought about taking the three. Bounce inside. Gives it back outside to Coyle. Right side Bebo. Over into the corner. Cross court again to Saucier up on top. Battling against Cespedes. This is Kamara. Allison Kamara back to Saucier. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bebo looked at a three. Takes it inside. Goes lane. Wings it up there with the left. No good. Rebound comes down to Lewis.
Unfriendly rim on the first two shots here by Woodstock. Going to get those to fall.
Bowens will bring the ball up the floor. Kamaria Bowens, senior, averaging 18.9 points per game for the Rams. She's the complement to Reamer. This is Bowens in the lane at the elbow, trying to drive in, and she traveled. Lost control of that pivot foot.
Yeah, got up in the air there, was looking to kick it to the corner, and it was covered.
Bristol Central is not the type to press, I guess. They just pull it right back.
I'm sure we'll see it at some point.
Get back into the half-court D. This is DeLeva Beauchesne with the basketball for the Centaurs. Saucier trying to fight through some traffic. She gives it up instead. Over to Abibo. Inside the lane is DeLeva Beauchesne. And that's a good running right-hander. Little loft with that right hand. And we have a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, kind of hesitated right there and then went up strong.
McMahon and Bowens trying to get it out of the backcourt. They managed to do so. Knocked away by Elise Coyle. A steal by Woodstock Academy. Off the turnover by Bristol Central. DeLeva Beauchesne with the basketball. Picks up her dribble. Gives it up to Coyle. Right side is Bebo. Bebo against McMahon. Top of the key is Kamara. Back over to Bebo. 39 three-pointers coming into this one. How about a runner and a block by Reamer? But Bebo gets the ball back. Little shovel pass to Saucier. Coyle manages to keep it from going out of bounds. Coyle bounce pass back over to Kamara. Her jumper good.
Yeah, Kamara had a solid game last time we were here.
2-pointer for Kamara. 4-2 Centaurs. McMahon with the basketball. Gets around to Leva Beauchesne. Left corner, jumper from three. Cespedes missed everything. Rebound comes down to the Centaurs. That's Saucier up ahead quickly. Tried to get it to Coyle. Coyle tried to save it. That was a little bit dicey. She was heading head first to those bleachers over there. Managed to stop her momentum.
Yeah, Saucier didn't quite lead Coyle enough on that.
Turnover for Woodstock Academy. That is their first turnover. This is Leilani Cespedes with the basketball. Lewis kept it from going out of bounds. It went off of Kamara and then ended up out of bounds. He'll go back over to Bristol Central.
Second time the Woodstock press affected Bristol there. Got a little lucky.
Molly McMahon to take it out for the Rams. Gets it into Bowens. Bowens well outside. 4-2 lead for the Centaurs, just underway here in this first quarter. Bowens blocked by DeLeva Beauchesne on the pass. Gets it back. Bowens does. Into the lane. Fall away. No good. Rebound comes down to Coyle. This is DeLeva Beauchesne. Over to Saucier. Back to DeLeva Beauchesne. On the run. Little too hard. Rebound comes down to Lewis.
I think she need to go to the left hand there.
Lewis quickly down into the baseline. This is Reamer over inside and gets it to fall against Kamara. Yeah, Kamara's got to be a little cautious. She's got that one foul already.
Elise Coyle got to rotate over a little bit quicker for the help defense.
4 apiece. Coyle with the basketball. This is Bebo looking, fakes with one, goes into the lane, and it went out of bounds off of Bristol Central. Will remain with Woodstock Academy. Centaur's doing a nice job of penetrating the lane, but they're having problems getting great shots out of those penetrations. Driving baseline is Saucier. Taken away by Reamer. Lost the basketball. Bebo picked up the loose ball. Over to DeLeva Beauchesne. Right side, Bebo. 3! Got it! Vivian Bebo, her 40th 3 of the season.
There it is. Woodstock going right back to the pressure here, too.
Quickly up ahead. They try to get it to Reamer. Reamer tries to save it. It's off McMahon. Bowens tries to pick it up, and I think we have a foul on Bowens.
I think you're right.
And it is indeed on Bowens. That is her first on the senior. First on Bristol Central.
Yeah, nice start here from Woodstock. Not showing really any nerves.
7-4 lead for the Centaurs. 3.5 to play here in this first quarter on a wonderfully balmy day. The doors are open at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Of course, you got to pay to get in them, but that's okay. Kamara with the basketball inside. DeLeva Beauchesne on the layup. 9-4. Centaurs quickly up ahead, and Mark McMahon watches this one go out of bounds. Checking in will be Sydney Ray for the Rams.
Yeah, Rams having all kinds of trouble with this press here by Woodstock.
Well, Woodstock tends to be long and athletic.
They are at every position.
That's a tough combination.
It is.
They're not huge, but they're long. Saucier with the basketball. Saucier to Kamara. Back to Saucier. McMahon's on her. Nope, Reamer on her. Knocked away by McMahon from DeLeva Beauchesne. He'll go back to the Centaurs. 18 on the shot clock for Woodstock Academy. Up by 5 with just under 3 minutes to play in the first. They get it into Saucier. Saucier dribbling through. Right-hand dribble. Right side. DeLeva Beauchesne. 3! rimmed in and out. Rebound comes out to Bowens. And then a foul, and they're going up the floor. Blocking call will go against Deleva Beauchesne. That is her first. Second on the team. Bowens with the basketball against Elise Coyle. Over to Reamer. Reamer driving the lane against Kamara. Gives it up to McMahon. Nice job by Kamara to cut her off. Bowens now tries the same against Coyle. Not getting about the same results. Not a lot of penetration. Reamer now stands at the free throw line. Looking to move on Kamara. Spins to her right. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound. Ray gets it before it goes out of bounds for Bristol Central. To McMahon. Back over to Ray. Ray over to Bowens. Bowens at the free throw line. Jumper. No good. Too high. Rebound. Lewis fought for it. Goes out of bounds, but no, it does not. It was saved before it got there by Reamer. Now it goes out. Last touch by Deleva Beauchesne.
Coyle went down hard there, but popped right back up. It's good to see. No call.
Bristol Central basketball got a fresh 35 on the shot clock. This is Ray in the left corner. McMahon pops out. Back over to Ray. Ray looks to go baseline against Bebo. That's not an easy task. Ball is knocked away. Kamara picks up the loose ball. Turnover, Bristol Central. Saucier lost the handle. Turnover, Woodstock Academy. Bowens going the other way. Up ahead to Ray. That one's taken away by Kamara. Little turnoveritis here on both sides. Saucier with the basketball. Runs it down the floor. Gives it up to Kamara. Left side is Coyle. A three by Beauchesne, and the Rainbow does not find a pot of gold. It goes out of, nope, saved by Bebo. And then it goes out of bounds. Everybody's out of bounds. Who went out first is the question. It'll stay with Woodstock Academy.
Woodstock doing just about everything right here, except for a couple of those threes not falling. They've had good looks, however.
Gabriella Bernier. Gabby Bernier, I guess is a better way of putting it, coming into the basketball game for Bristol Central. Replaces Molly McMahon. This is Coyle over to Deleva Beauchesne. Saucier looked at a three, back over to Deleva Beauchesne. Left side Coyle drives around Reamer, gives it up before she does. Kamara to Deleva Beauchesne. Inside the arc, jumper in the fall away, hits the little mid-range.
She kind of said, "You're going to give this to me, I'm going to take it."
She needs to do that a little bit.
Absolutely.
11-4 in favor of the Centaurs. Lewis with the basketball, tried to get it to Reamer, taken away by Kamara. Been playing some solid D, Allison Kamara. Deleva Beauchesne up to Bebo, left side. This is Saucier. Saucier dribbling around up top, gets it to Kamara. Left side is Saucier. Look to bounce pass to Deleva Beauchesne, instead back out right, Coyle. Coyle at the top of the key, this is Bebo. Left side, Deleva Beauchesne, fake left, go right, hand it back to Saucier. Reamer is on her, stopped at the baseline. It's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Deleva Beauchesne hit the side of the backboard. I did that earlier today, by the way. Hit the side of the backboard, and I didn't have a hand in my face. Reamer with the basketball. I only wish I was kidding. Reamer over to Bowens.
Oh, man. Gonna hold for one here. Shot clock off.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 seconds. Bernier just kind of wung it over to Lewis. Lewis baseline. And Bebo came up and met her. The ball kind of popped out. No call anywhere. That ends the first quarter. Woodstock Academy leading the Bristol Central Rams by the score of 11-4 after one.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology. almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Not waiting in this game. They go right back to it. It is a shot. That was Bowens. Okay, so number 5 makes it 11-7.
He's their second leading scorer. Missed the first 10 games with a knee injury.
There's a 3 by Saucier, a little long. Rebound McMahon. Bowens with the basketball. Bowens trying to get through, and she went down hard and kind of awkwardly. The foul will be called on Coyle. That is her first. First on the Centaurs here in the quarter. And the ball underneath. She went down just kind of awkwardly there.
I didn't know if,
She was wearing a knee brace on top of it, yeah.
As I mentioned, she missed the first half of the season.
Bowens gets it over to McMahon. McMahon bounce pass inside, trying to get it to Reamer, who's having difficulty having 2 people on her almost at all times. Bebo and Kamara collapse again, but Reamer found room to the left.
Somehow got through there. They've rotated bodies on her so far. Just what everybody's taking a shot at her.
11-9. This is DeLeva Beauchene. Right side, Coyle. Left side is Saucier right up on top on the wing. Saucier kicks it over to Bebo around the perimeter. At the elbow is Kamara. Back outside. Saucier to Bebo, goes baseline. Bebo cut off. Back to Kamara. Cross court, Coyle, corner, Beauchene, baseline, move, puts it up. It is no good. Rebound comes down to Lewis.
Strong move there, just couldn't finish.
Lewis on the football pass was intercepted by Kamara. Another turnover for Bristol Central. Those long passes have not been beneficial for them. Saucier with the basketball. Left side, DeLeva Beauchene. Right side, Bebo. Top of the key, Saucier. Left side, DeLeva Beauchene again. Kamara's at the free throw line. Back over to Saucier. Saucier cross on the skip. Oh, Coyle manages to retrieve. Jumper just inside the arc is no good. Rebound comes down to Cespedes. Cespedes over to Bowens. Chance for the Rams to tie. Kick it back out. Molly McMahon misses the 3. Rebound to DeLeva Beauchene on the recovery. Here comes DeLeva Beauchene down the court. Little kick back to Saucier. Over the top to Kamara against Bowens. Back to Saucier. Bounce pass. This is Coyle. Over the top. Bebo looked at a 3. Decided against it. 17 seconds on the shot clock. The skip pass knocked out of bounds by Lewis. Bria Rossi and Sydney Ray coming in for Bristol Central, going to their bench early and often right now. Centaurs will counter with Anna Hernandez replacing Elise Coyle.
Woodstock hasn't been able to set up any of those backdoor cuts that they've been so good with the last few games.
DeLeva Beauchene with the basketball against that 2-3 of Bristol Central. DeLeva Beauchene's 3! Again, that angry rim. Molly McMahon on the rebound.
Yeah, they got to knock some of these down. 1 for 6 now from 3.
Bowens to McMahon. 3 for her. She buries it. And all of a sudden, Bristol Central has the lead.
Yeah, they left her wide open. They get a hand up.
12-11 Rams. 5 minutes to play. First half. Kamara to Hernandez. They never said it was going to be easy in the second round. Hernandez tried to get over the top of Bowens. Cannot. Turnover at Woodstock Academy. Bowens wide open is Ray. Layup is good.
A little 3-on-1 right there.
And a timeout called by Woodstock Academy as the Rams have opened up a 14-11 lead here at the Alumni Fieldhouse.
Jewett City Savings Bank offers accounts that let you manage, spend, and save money the way you want. Plus, a team of neighbors you can turn to if you have questions or need support. It's the best of both worlds. To learn more or to open an account, visit us at jcsbank.com or stop by your nearest branch. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Well, it was 11-4 at the end of the first quarter, a 10-0 run by Bristol Central.
And the thing is, Woodstock was so successful with that press, but if you can't make a basket, you can't set up the press.
That's the whole thing. It changes your whole defensive philosophy when you're not hitting baskets. Bristol Central right now is 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. Saucier will take out the basketball to DeLeva Beauchene, back to Saucier. Brings it over the timeline. The defense has been pretty effective. The zone that they've been sitting in here, Saucier's three. If you can't hit them, they're just going to stay in that zone. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll be a foul. I think it'll be Hernandez. It will be. Anna Hernandez, her first.
Yeah, the Rams are shutting down those cuts to the basket, and they're kind of giving Woodstock the outside shot, and they just haven't been able to knock them down yet.
Second foul on the Centaurs here in the quarter. First on Hernandez. Ray with the basketball for Bristol Central. Man for the Centaurs. Reamer against Bebo, 24-24 as far as numbers are concerned. Ray over to Bowens. Bowens in the lane, kicks it back out to Ray. Baseline move, underhand scoop is good. So Ray, couple of baskets in a row, keeps the momentum going for Bristol Central. A 12-point run for the visiting team. Saucier. Hernandez back to Saucier, dribbling around top of the key, back over to Hernandez. Saucier trying to get something going on. This is Bebo into DeLeva Beauchene. They've got to get something working in the middle. DeLeva Beauchene, ball stripped away from her. Turnover, Woodstock Academy. Bounce pass. Ray was coming down all by herself. Lost control of the basketball. Baseline was last touched by Woodstock Academy. Last touched by Bebo. Coyle will come back into the basketball game. Replacing Bebo. Bristol Central keeps the basketball.
Yeah, Ray was just about to go for a third layup in the quarter, just couldn't get the handle.
Yeah, been third basket in a row.
Yep.
Bowen's runner is no good. Rebound, Kamara had it, lost it, out of bounds, back over to the Centaurs.
This is where Woodstock has struggled some this year, is they don't really have that player that can create their own shot. It's mostly through passing and ball movement.
And this zone D, if you're not going to hit a three, you can't break the zone.
Exactly. Got to look to set some screens here.
Kamara well outside. DeLeva Beauchene is the inside player right now. She's in the lane. Knocked away, but it was taken back by Coyle. Looks to go baseline. They collapse on her quickly. Back out to DeLeva Beauchene to Saucier. Saucier looking around. Right side, Kamara. Back over to the top. Saucier looking for help. Gives it up to Coyle. Back to Kamara. Back to Coyle. Anybody want to shoot with 5 seconds to go here on the shot clock, and a foul? They may have gotten bailed out by McMahon. They did. McMahon commits the foul, trying to grab the basketball.
They've definitely seen a couple concerned faces out there for Woodstock.
First one on McMahon, first one on Bristol Central here in the quarter. Fresh 35. Hernandez picked up her dribble over the top, knocked away again by McMahon, and another turnover for Woodstock Academy. Bowens, Reamer underneath. You can't give her that one.
Not at all.
And I think it's going to be hold it. The ball ended up down here, and everybody else is up there. That's not a good thing, by the way.
See Bebo come back in. Also Samal Ilhan for the first time.
Kamara will take a break. 18-11 in favor of Bristol Central.
Woodstock looking for their first points of this quarter.
DeLeva Beauchene over to Saucier. Saucier gives it underneath. Coyle cannot break the drought. Goes out of bounds.
He got pinned a little bit under the basket, a tough angle. Thought maybe there was a little contact there.
So it will be Woodstock Academy basketball. Saucier will take it out. Saucier gets it into Coyle. Over to Saucier. Saucier bounce pass. This is DeLeva Beauchene back to Saucier. Saucier cross. Bowens in the middle of that passing lane. Up ahead quickly. Ray was partially blocked, but Reamer was there to follow. This run is getting a little bit too much.
This.
The three by Saucier. Yeah, they needed that bad. 20-14. Back to the corner. Can Ray answer? No, it's long. Comes down to DeLeva Beauchene. 3 people collapse on her. She just has to throw it out of there. It is a foul on that corner. Be picked up by number 15. That would be Bria Rossi, her first.
That three-pointer by Kaylee Saucier was huge.
Oh, yeah.
They were.
No doubt about that. Second foul on Bristol Central. Saucier, chance to cut it here to 3 if she could hit another one. 6-point game. Saucier over DeLeva Beauchene, dribbling in, cross court. Coyle's got an opening for the mid-range, misses the J. Rebound, fought for Bebo and Bowens. Bebo comes up with it. Saucier, DeLeva Beauchene. Coyle again, back to DeLeva Beauchene, left side this time. Cross court, Coyle finding an opening is hard to do. Saucier's 3, front side of the rim, rebound Reamer, and it is going to be a timeout by Bristol Central. We'll take a timeout as well. 58 seconds to go in the half. 20-14, Bristol Central.
Creating art is a different skill set as opposed to the world of academia. It serves as a kind of playground for creativity that not only provides diversity in my life, but is also something I can then use to progress my other studies. Although one of my greatest joys is acquiring knowledge through my studies, it becomes easier to feel like a machine. Art, creating, brings back the humanity in society. It is a kind of communication that is internationally understood. My name is Maya Fraga. I'm a senior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future-centers.
Well, we're supposed to talk to Sean Saucier at halftime, the athletic director, but we'll see. I don't know remember, he's got his daughter out here, and I don't know what his mental thought process will be there.
That might be difficult.
Yep. Tough game, but you knew it would be on this one. This is Bowens with the basketball. Bowens tosses it over to Rossi. Here's McMahon's 3. Misses it this time. Rebound, Shimal Ilhan. DeLeva Beauchene will take it through the logo. Bebo looks at McMahon. Gives it over to Saucier. Outside of the perimeter where the Centaurs have been kind of playing. DeLeva Beauchene tried to cut underneath the basket. It was knocked away on the baseline move.
Yeah, that zone of Bristol Central is giving Woodstock the fits. Unable to solve it.
Kamaria Bowens, the senior, decides to slow it down. The shot clock is off. 12 seconds to go in the quarter and in the half. Bowens with the basketball. Bowens at the elbow, trying to spin through, puts up the runner against Ilhan, and it found the bottom of the basket in the final second of play. Wow.
Yeah, tough shot there, but she got the fall.
22-14 as Bristol Central went on an 18-3 run in that second quarter. Remember what the Centaurs did in the third quarter, however, against Fitch when they scored 25 points. This one, I think, folks, is far from over. Halftime, 22-14, Bristol Central.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
We welcome you back to the Alumni Fieldhouse. 22-14 in favor of Bristol Central over Woodstock Academy, courtesy of that just monumental second quarter, 18-4 in that run, and that's kind of tough to actually. It was 18-3. What am I thinking? Because it was 11-4. Yeah. So 18-3.
Just Saucer's 3-pointer was the only basket for Woodstock.
Yeah,
as strong as Woodstock looked in the first quarter, Bristol Central looked even stronger in that second quarter.
Shooting wise, Bristol Central in the first quarter 1 for 7. And then Woodstock Academy 6 for 12. Flip it, because Bristol Central 8 for 13 in the second. Centaurs 1 for 8. So when you look at it, 6 for 20 right now for Woodstock Academy, 9 for 20 for Bristol Central. You got even on the shots, but the problem is the momentum right now is shifted entirely to Bristol Central.
Yeah, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, but Woodstock's at their best when they're creating offense from their defense. And that press gave Bristol all kinds of trouble in the first quarter, but they weren't really able to go to it at all because they're not making any baskets.
And that does, like you say, not only that, when you're not making any baskets, especially not hitting the three-pointers, you can't draw that defense out. You can't get them in foul trouble. They're sitting back in their zone, and you're forced to try to penetrate. That's not the Centaurs' game.
It is not their game at all. You're correct. And a little surprising, they were actually getting beat down the court a little bit, too, which you rarely ever see Woodstock get beat down the court. But I think it was who was it? Sydney Ray got open, I think, 4 times, being the first down the court there. She ended up making 2 of the 3.
I think they got lulled into a sense that they weren't going to run. Bristol Central wasn't going to run because they didn't run in the first quarter very much. They pulled it back pretty quickly. Then they started to move the ball a little bit more in that second.
And it looked like it was just going to be Nicole Reamer getting the ball every time in that first quarter, and then they distributed it to everybody. They had 4 girls score 3 or more points in that second quarter.
So that's kind of a tough scenario to deal with. There's no doubt about that. You have to go back. Remember, you're now in that win or go home scenario. So you have to win if you want to move on to face what would likely be number 2 Trumbull. We'll leave it at that.
They're going to need to knock down some threes.
They're
2 for 9, and they just got to make a couple more of those. And like you said, and that might open up the inside stuff a little bit for them.
Got to open it up somewhere. We're going to take a break. We're at half, 22-14 in favor of Bristol Central.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology, almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
I have been doing theater and acting since I was 8 years old. I absolutely love it. Coming here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, if not the best. The school has been so supportive. I am so unbelievably grateful. It's amazing to be in an environment where people want you to succeed and want you to do well. My name is Maggie McLaughlin. I'm a junior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information on where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future-centaurs.
And we welcome you back to the Alumni Fieldhouse on this Tuesday night. CIAC Division II state tournament play. This is likely I say, our last broadcast because this, no matter if the Centaurs, the only way the Centaurs would be able to stay home is if they win this game, which is still up in the air, down by 8 here at the half. And they need West Haven to upset Trumbull to have another game back here for a quarterfinal. Otherwise, they would likely, if they win this game, would travel down to Trumbull to face the number 2 team in Division II.
Yeah, I believe Trumbull's 19-1, so it's probably a tall task for West Haven to knock them off, but you never know.
You never know. This is the state tournament. You never know how things play. And remember, because of how everything now is kind of jumbled and shuffled, you have some teams playing in different divisions. I mean, maybe Trumbull could have played in Division I or Division III. You don't know that. It's just a matter of where they ended up. They ended up in Division II. And so 19-1, yeah, that's a pretty impressive record. And you're playing down there, and I do believe Trumbull is FCIAC. So that's not it's not a bad record.
There are no weak schools in that conference.
Not in the FCIAC, not in the Fairfield County League. So from that point of view, you'd have to say that will be a tall task. I do not think that we will go down there and broadcast that game if the Centaurs do go, but hey, stranger things have been known to happen. We ended up at Groton a few weeks ago,
For 10 hours.
A long stay in Groton. One of my longest stays in Groton in a while. So that was an interesting day, to say the least. But so this might be our last broadcast of the winter season, and then we'll go from there. Because we have other things. Spring changes a lot of things. Just about set here for third. Oh, yeah. You want to do some halftime stats?
Sure, let's do
go
that.
ahead.
Bristol Central, Nicole Reamer leading the way with 10 points. Kamaria Bowens with 5, Sydney Ray with 4, Molly McMahon with 3. Over on Woodstock side, Isabel DeLeva Bolshane with 6, Kaylee Saucier and Vivian Bebo with 3, and Alice Kamara with 2.
See how he left you 40 seconds, but you handled it pretty well these days. You're used to that by now.
I am.
So we are set for second half action here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Woodstock Academy will have the basketball first.
I think if you told Woodstock they'd hold Bristol at 22 points in the first half, they'd be pretty excited about that.
But scoring 14 was not on the agenda.
No, their lowest total year is 40.
DeLeva Beauchene over to Coyle. This is Saucier, Kamara, and Bebo out there for the Centaurs. Kamara retrieves that one, gets it knocked away, gets it back. Saucier over to DeLeva Beauchene. Not a lot of room in this D. Saucier finds an open 3 and puts it down.
Just what they needed to start this half.
Jumper from the mid-range is long for Cespedes. She'll get it back. And then a foul up front by DeLeva Beauchene. That will be her second.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic, her kind of second reach-in foul.
First on the Centaurs here to open the half. 5-point differential now with that 3-pointer by Saucier. McMahon now wearing a mask. McMahon steps inside, just outside the arc, was well short. Rebound, Reamer inside, and she puts it down.
Yeah, she's their all-time leading rebounder for a reason.
Got to wonder if that mask from McMahon makes it a little bit of a different perspective and difficult sometimes to maneuver on your first shot.
Definitely initially, I would imagine.
Saucier needs some more threes. Bebo rimmed in and out. Rebound comes down to Bowens. Bowens with the basketball. Spinning around against DeLeva Beauchene. Gives it up to Cespedes. Underneath is Reamer against Kamara. Puts it down for two more.
They got to double her down there.
Suddenly it's a 9-point lead for Bristol Central. They've rebounded well from that three-point shot from Saucier. Inside, outside. Kamara just inside the arc. A little hard. Rebound, McMahon. Will come out of there with it. Bowens with the basketball. Bowens to drive the lane. Picks up the dribble. Gives it up, but travels.
Yeah, kind of got the ball pinned on her hip right there. Took an extra step.
Just underway in the third quarter. 9-point lead for the visitors, Bristol Central. DeLeva Beauchene with the basketball just inside the logo against Bowens. DeLeva Beauchene, right-hand dribble along the baseline or along the sideline. Kamara's along the baseline. Cross court. Saucier looked at a three, takes the three, misses the three. Rebound comes down to Reamer.
A little tighter guarded there, that's for sure.
Reamer goes all the way, coast to coast, gets two people in her face, gives it up. Bowens against Coyle. This is McMahon. Back to Bowens. Well outside, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Bowens kicks to McMahon, her three on the way, and she misses again. Rebound inside, comes down to Cespedes.
We get a body on her. She's up to 16 now.
Cespedes?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, she doesn't have 16, does she? Reamer gets the rebound off the miss from the Centaurs.
That was actually Cespedes' first bucket.
There you go.
I gave it to Reamer by mistake.
28-17. Well, Reamer almost had two more. Has blocked from behind by Kamara. The Centaurs come away with the basketball. Saucier. Ball is stripped away from her, but a foul. Likely on Lewis. Judging by her reaction, that'll be her first. First on Lewis, first on Bristol Central.
DeLeva Beauchene with two fouls. Other than that, real no foul trouble for either team.
Officials do not use their whistle as much in state tournament play,
okay,
even though there's three of them. Saucier. DeLeva Beauchene. Baseline move. Jumper is a little, just could not bank it correctly. Kamara, however, on the rebound. Back outside. Three is no good for Saucier. Out of bounds. Back to the Centaurs.
Nice job, Kamara, on that weak side rebound right there. She's fighting hard down low.
Saucier will take out the basketball. Gets it in to Bebo. DeLeva Beauchene. Back to Bebo. Bebo looks to dribble, gives it up to DeLeva Beauchene. Back over to Bebo. Three, no. Rebound gets her own. Back outside. Over to Saucier. Saucier tries to find Bebo, but overthrew her. Bebo went in, the pass went out.
Yeah, just almost out of Saucier's hands when Bebo started cutting in.
Centaurs once again just one basket here in this third quarter.
There's a dead ball, so they'll try to set up a little bit of pressure here.
Bowens with the basketball. Gabby Bernier's back in the ball game for Bristol Central. Saved by Lewis out of bounds, but it'll be a foul. That will go on Coyle. That is her second.
And Bristol did come in averaging about 59 points per game, so they're capable scorers.
Very.
They weren't going to.
Right now, their defense is pretty impressive.
Very impressive. That zone has been very strong.
Lewis, left side Bowens, at the elbow, jumper, good. 4 unanswered baskets for Bristol Central has given them a 30-17 lead. Coyle to Saucier, back to Coyle, 3, rimmed in and out, won't fall. Bowens on the rebound. Back the other way. same place as last time. Not the same result. Misses off the front side of the rim, but she gets her own rebound. Inside Reamer. Reamer looks to go baseline, kicks it along the baseline. Could not be corralled by Bebo. Got to Cespedes, who went baseline and got the basket. All Bristol Central right now, 32-17 lead over the Woodstock Academy Centaurs.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive, confident retirement approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Well, it's warm outside, and Bristol Central's warm inside. They lead this one 32-17. Third quarter action. Bebo. This is Deleva Beauchene off the front side of the rim. Coyle fighting for it with Reamer. Out of bounds to Woodstock Academy.
You know, Woodstock's going to fight and claw.
But right now, things are not
Baskets.
falling.
No, they're not. Several of them look like they were going down. Home rims are supposed to be a little friendlier.
I would hope they were, but they're not. Saucier gets it into Deleva Beauchene. This is Coyle back to Deleva Beauchene. Saucier. Bounce pass to Deleva Beauchene. Goes through the D. Misses the shot. Rebound Kamara. Out of bounds. Back to Woodstock Academy.
This is most likely the largest deficit Woodstock's faced all season.
Well, they've had some losses.
But they've all, I think
12 they've all been close,
biggest,
yeah. Deleva Beauchene with the basketball. Over to Coyle. Right side is Kamara trying to dribble out of there. High post to Deleva Beauchene. Back out Kamara. Front side rim. Rebound fought for Reamer and Deleva Beauchene. Jump ball goes to Bristol Central. So Bernier is going to go, or Rossi, I should say, running back there to get the basketball for Bristol Central. Nobody was there to take it out for Bowens. Bowens brings it down the floor, quickly ahead to Lewis. Wide open is Ray. Missed the layup. Reamer, who else on the rebound? Misses. Reamer on the rebound, no good. And fought for and out to beat to Deleva Beauchene. And the ball went out of bounds. It will stay with the Centaurs.
Good stop on the defensive end. Now you got to turn around and make a bucket here. Try to get some momentum going.
Need something here. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. Down low. Kamara kicks it back out. Bebo at the free throw line. Back to Kamara. Tosses it out to Coyle. Bowens knocked it out of bounds. It was off of Coyle. Turnover. Woodstock Academy. Hernandez will come back into the ball game. This is Bowens with the basketball. Coyle will meet her at midcourt. To Rossi. Reamer. Round. That should be maybe a foul, not a travel violation.
Hernandez on
I was thinking it could be a travel, but they're going to say the foul is the reach on Hernandez, her second.
He's definitely doing a lot of pivoting.
Third on the team here in the third quarter. Knocked away again from Reamer by Deleva Beauchene. Bristol Central keeps the basketball. Trying to figure out who's going to take it out. I guess it's going to be Bernier. They get it into Reamer. Out to Bowens. Now to Bernier to Reamer down low. Fighting away, kicks it to the corner to Lewis. Back out to Ray. Ray right in front of us, gives it up to Bowens. Over to trying to drive on Coyle. Does drive on Coyle and gets the basket.
Kind of willed her way through there and muscled it up.
Yeah, that's one of those. I'm not going to be stopped.
Yep.
34-17, Bristol Central. Coyle to Saucier, 3. No, backside of the rim. Hernandez on the rebound. Back out to Saucier. Inside to DeLeva Beauchene, and a foul underneath might be Reamer. If so, it would be just her first. Don't forget that. It's Lewis, her second. Second on the team, and to the free throw line goes DeLeva Beauchene. Hits the first.
Just their first foul shot today.
13.9 points per game on the year, the leading scorer for Woodstock Academy. Second one, up and good. Now she'll be outside pretty soon, throwing a javelin. That ball is thrown right to Steve Gaudette, and he's the coach. So I think that's a turnover.
Try a timeout here.
34-19, timeout called by Bristol, I do believe. 1:27 left to go here in the third.
Jewett City Savings Bank offers accounts that let you manage, spend, and save money the way you want. Plus, a team of neighbors you can turn to if you have questions or need support. It's the best of both worlds. To learn more or to open an account, visit us at jcsbank.com or stop by your nearest branch. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Well, we can dream here. If you can hit a 3 off of this, cut it to 12, get a turnover, get a 2, you'd be 10 points now.
Yeah, that's your
That's
goal.
doable.
Try to get it down to 10.
Saucier, DeLeva Beauchene. Coyle underneath. Wide open was DeLeva Beauchene. She fouled on the play. That one likely is Rossi on the foul. Yep, her second.
Beauchene back to the line for a couple foul shots.
Third on Bristol Central. DeLeva Beauchene back at the free throw line, misses the first. You need all of these.
Yeah, a basket and one would have been nice there.
Yeah.
You got to make the foul shots. See if they go to the press, if they make it.
Second one is up and good. Probably should. And do. They get the ball to Lewis. Lewis to Reamer. That's the problem.
That is.
You leave Reamer open, and they're going to find her.
Now she's got 16.
You knew she'd get 16. You had it predicted. 36-20. Favor of Bristol Central. 3 for Hernandez will not fall. Bowens on the rebounds. Quickly up ahead to Reamer. And there'll be a foul on Hernandez. Oh, jump ball. Great job by Hernandez.
Yeah. I thought it was all ball.
Yep, it was all ball, and it'll go back to Woodstock Academy after the block by Ana Hernandez. I don't know how many times we've seen that this year.
The shortest player in the court against the tallest player in the court.
Hey, it happens. I can elevate too, right? Cross court to Saucier. 40 seconds here left to go in the third. Maybe a little bit of momentum, Turner? Don't know. DeLeva Beauchene in the lane. Run there, blocked, but a foul like this one might. Nope, this is Lewis again. Might be her third. No, 21, McMahon.
Yeah, probably sort of unnecessary. They had 3 or 4 girls on her. It was going to be a very difficult shot, and they kind of swatted at her.
Second on McMahon. DeLeva Beauchene hits the free throw. She's been living at the free throw line.
Yep, 4 for 5 now.
Last shot. Kamaria. It'll be one for low.
Chance to cut it here to 14, and does. Hits them both. Bristol Central now gets the pressure. And almost another steal. McMahon tills it down. Can they get it over the line in time? They do to Reamer. Reamer goes right down against Coyle. Wide open Ray underneath. I don't know if Ray could have been any more emphatic.
And she was standing there wide open for a while.
Very close to having a 3, and now a turnover on Woodstock Academy. Bowens on the layup. 40-22, Bristol Central. 3 for DeLeva Beauchene will not fall. It has been that kind of day. And we have played 3 quarters of basketball. It's an 18-point lead for Bristol Central, 40-22 over Woodstock Academy.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side by side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at busquetsappliance.com. Pay more, what for?
Oof. Third quarter was not good. 40-22 in favor of Bristol Central. They made 9 of 19 in that third. I've got the Centaurs 1 for 15. Am I right?
Yeah, it was a 3-pointer by Saucier.
That was it.
Yep.
So they were 2 for 23 in the past 2 quarters. And this is going to be a foul underneath. It will go against Beauchene. Her third.
Yeah, I mentioned the need to knock down some threes, and they're 3 for 20.
3 for Bowens. Buries it.
Tell she's starting to feel it.
Yep. I don't know if that was the dagger, but that's pretty close. A 43-22 lead for Bristol Central. Bebo underneath, can't get the bunny, gets the follow. Got to pressure it. Got to get some turnovers. Cespedes with the basketball. Quickly up ahead to Reamer. Reamer will bring it back outside. Over to Cespedes. Bowens looked into the lane to Reamer and a foul on Bebo. On the reach. For Bebo, that is her first. Bowens with the basketball. 7 minutes left to go in this ball game. Bristol Central trying to have a little bit of a shorter trip than Woodstock would have to Trumbull later in the week. That's a travel violation against Lewis.
Yeah, good job by Amber Hernandez. She's an excellent defender.
Saucier will get the basketball to DeLeva Beauchene. Bristol Central content to sit back in that zone.
It's been so effective.
Oof. Saucier's 3. Got it! Need a few of those. Pressure again. Lewis up ahead, but there's the problem. Cespedes. They can't cover the backside. Pressuring so highly. DeLeva Beauchene bounce pass. Saucier's 3. Front side rim. Rebound comes down to Bristol Central. Up ahead. Cespedes corrals it. Underneath Reamer. Partially blocked again by Hernandez.
How about that?
Figure that one out. If there is a highlight to this game for the Centaurs, that's it. A couple blocks by Anna Hernandez. And then the foul called. That one went on. I didn't pick up the number. 24. So that would be, let's see. Reamer's first. That's the reason why. We've never seen her number go up there yet. Intercepted by McMahon. Takeaway. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Bristol Central.
Yeah, I just think Bristol knows they're going to press here. They're a little more prepared than they were earlier in this game.
So Bristol Central keeping the basketball. May have been a little bit of, I don't know if they were checking for something with Lewis.
Housekeeping.
Yep. Lewis with the basketball now. 45-27 in favor of Bristol Central. Tried to get it low and it went out of bounds. Trying to force it into Cespedes that time. Saucier with the basketball. Bounce pass to the lane. DeLeva Beauchene. Back to the corner. Hernandez. This is DeLeva Beauchene. Tied up. Jump ball called. And that will, I think, stay with Woodstock Academy. But right now, you can't waste much time either. At 5:42 to go and down by 18.
Just got to try to maybe set a screen to get somebody open, but
get them open quick.
Yeah, but that zone, I mean, they're not covering man-to-man, so it's harder to do
DeLeva
that.
Beauchene's rainbow three, buries it. So the three-pointer makes it a 15-point game again, 45-30. Centaurs, Hernandez, and Bowens being bothered by Hernandez. McMahon with the basketball. McMahon, Cespedes. Quick pass to Reamer. Bounce pass inside the lane to Bowens. Fall away jumper is good. She is deadly in the lane.
She is. That's a tall task for Hannah Hernandez.
47-30. Open is Hernandez. Three is on the way. Front side of the rim. Taken by Lewis on the rebound.
Thrown away.
Did throw it away. Coyle on the foul on the fast break. Misses the shot, but gets the foul. It'll go on Lewis. That is her third.
Yeah, nothing has come easy on the offensive end for Woodstock today.
Just the second foul on Bristol Central here in this fourth quarter. At the free throw line is Coyle. She misses the first. One more attempt for Coyle, a chance to cut it to 16 again. It's a 17-point differential. We're under 5 minutes to play.
We'll see the press if she makes it.
Coyle misses the second. Rebound comes down to Lewis. Back the other way with Cespedes. Cespedes trapped by several, and a timeout, I think, called before the trap was consummated. 4:48 to go, a 47-30 lead for Bristol Central.
We're talking with Jay Long, Director of Commercial Insurance at Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Jay, tell us about the acquisition.
We are the Hill Group. Girardi Insurance is a part of the Hill Group Companies, which is a national agency with markets throughout the country. We now have access to additional resources, additional carrier markets that really put us in a place to succeed going forward. Girardi Insurance was around for over 100 years, and we're looking to be around for the next 100 years.
And how's it working out?
Our merger happened several years ago. Customer service with the Hill Group is basically unchanged from Girardi Insurance. If you walked into our office, it's the same faces. And to the customer, it is seamless. But what has improved is that we have state-of-the-art technology, almost unlimited market availability, but above all, we are still driven to keep improving to help provide better advice, guidance, and refining our overall customer experience. The great piece about the Hill Group is that it allows us to continue to have our local relationships, commitment to the community, and national resources.
Girardi Insurance Hill Group. Call 860-928-7771. See them online at girardionline.com.
Underway here, fourth quarter. McMahon with the basketball. They're going to waste some clock, I think, now.
Oh, yeah.
Bowens trapped up here. Hernandez almost knocked it away right in front of us. And the foul is going to be called on Hernandez. On the reach, that is her third.
Now we might get a backcourt violation, but I guess it was jarred out.
Yeah, I guess they were saying that she did not go over entirely. Third on the Centaurs. Third on Hernandez.
A new shot clock.
Ball was knocked away by Coyle, and before Bowens could get it, be another inbounds play for Bristol Central. They get it over the top of Reamer. She'll get back into the backcourt to get it. Reamer up ahead to Lewis. Hernandez all over Lewis, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Bristol Central. Nice job by Hernandez.
Hernandez has played some phenomenal defense tonight.
DeLeva Beauchene Saucier's three. No. Rebound fought for. It comes down to McMahon. Bowens dribbling through traffic, lost the handle. Reamer picks up the loose ball, brings it back outside. Being trailed by DeLeva Beauchene. Centaurs are doing all they can to get back into this one. Jumper from three by Bowens is no good. Rebound Reamer and a foul. And that foul will go on Hernandez, her fourth.
Start worrying about them just not having enough time here at this point.
3:59, 17-point differential. That's a lot to make up in less than 4 minutes. And that was almost a three by Bowens. Misses it, but the rebound comes right back out to her.
I was surprised she took it that quickly.
Saw the opening, I guess. Now she retreats to the corner, gives it to McMahon along the baseline. McMahon has to give it up to Lewis. Tried to get it into Reamer, knocked out of bounds by Saucier.
It's like trapping every opportunity they get.
The thing about it is, though, they're wasting enough time.
They are. I mean, that's
3:39.
Bristol just got to eat a little bit of time every possession.
Bowens, they've got plenty enough points. Saves it from going out and then bounces it off of Coyle. The ball is bouncing their way. Let's put it that way. So it will be Bristol Central basketball. McMahon into Reamer. Reamer's no good on the shot. Rebound comes down to Coyle. Coyle dribbling through, gives it up to Bebo. Saucier with the basketball. Over to Coyle, right side, Bebo. Bebo back out, Saucier's three. Got it! And a foul just underneath. It will be called on number 33, Beauchene, her fourth.
Hernandez and Beauchene both with 4.
And also shooting violation from here on out. 47-33, 14 points the difference.
And the good news is it stops the clock, but
you
need her to miss both.
Bristol Central in control, has been since basically the middle of the second quarter.
Would agree.
Owens gets the free throw. Timeout call by Will Fleeton. 3:18 to go in the ball game. 48-33 in favor of Bristol Central.
Make your next night out a simply memorable one. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock has only you in mind. Your comfort is their mission, your pleasure is their goal, and your happiness is their reward. The Mansion at Bald Hill is a historic landmark that has taken on a new life as a premier restaurant and an elegant bed and breakfast, residing in the quiet corner of northeastern Connecticut. With on-site catering and an upscale banquet center, the Mansion is private and secluded, offering the perfect setting for a delicious meal, special getaway, or private event. The Mansion at Bald Hill welcomes you and looks forward to your visit, whether it be for dinner, an overnight stay, or a weekend getaway for that special occasion. The Mansion at Bald Hill on Plain Hill Road in Woodstock. Simply put, spectacular. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Call the Mansion at Bald Hill at 860-974-3456. That's 860-974-3456. Or visit them on Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest.
One more free throw attempt for Bowens. She misses. Quickly up the floor is DeLeva Beauchene. 4 fouls in all. Over to Coyle, has an open three, doesn't take it, drives the lane, puts up the runner. It is good. Ball starting to fall a little bit for the Centaurs, but is it a little too late? Bowens with the basketball for Bristol Central. Brings it over the timeline, gets it through the trap. Up ahead, it's going to be a foul on Saucier. Looking for the hold on Rossi. Yep, Saucier gets the call, her first foul.
Bowen just kind of a calming factor for Bristol with that ball in her hands.
So Rossi to the free throw line. Misses the first.
That's what they need.
13-point ball game. 48-35. Rossi's second is no good. Rebound, DeLeva Beauchene. You never know here. DeLeva Beauchene's runner, no good. Rebound comes down to Ray for Bristol Central. Bowens had it taken away, gets it back. A little bit of trepidation on Bristol Central's part too, but a foul is called. Might be Coyle. It is Coyle. That is her third.
Yeah, Beauchene had made that basket. It'd be a little interesting, but
here's Bowens at the free throw line. Kamaria, 18.9 per game. But right now, the free throws are going away for
they are missing them,
Bristol Central.
I think that's 3 in a row or 4 in a row.
One more attempt. Hits the second. Unfortunately, the time is going away for Woodstock Academy.
That is the problem.
2:31 to go, 14-point game, 49-35 Bristol Central. DeLeva Beauchene gets the layup.
One of the few screens we've had today for them.
49-37. Up ahead, there's two people. Molly McMahon gets the layup, the easy one. Can't give up those.
No, it looks like I got to sell out. Really no choice.
51-37. And Bristol Central takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 14-point lead for the Rams.
Do you have questions about your retirement, such as when will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? If so, you're not alone. As a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, the O'Brien Group can help you find the answers with the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. We will work with you one-on-one to understand your goals and discuss the 4 key needs of retirement, including covering your essentials, ensuring lifestyle, preparing for the unexpected, and leaving a legacy. From there, we will work together to develop a retirement roadmap with clear steps you can take to help you live more confidently today and tomorrow. Call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. Our office is located at 50 Canal Street in downtown Putnam, Connecticut.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
2:10 away if you're Bristol Central from the quarterfinals. But they're only up by 14. This game has gotten closer. DeLeva Beauchene with the basketball knocked away by McMahon. 2:02 left to go. Fourth quarter. Saucier will take it out. DeLeva Beauchene drives the lane. Runner with the one hand. Gets it to go.
Yeah, quick turnover here.
This is Reamer with the basketball. Cross court. Lewis down floor. Cespedes could not handle it. Went out of bounds.
Yeah, took her eye off of it. Was towing that sideline.
51-39, 1:46 to go. DeLeva Beauchene stops, kicks it. Saucier, bounce pass. Bebo, 3, no! Front side of the rim, everybody collapses. It goes out of bounds off of Woodstock Academy.
Got a good look there. Could have got that down to single digits.
Molly McMahon to Reamer. Up ahead to Lewis. Lewis, and there's going to be a foul on Saucier as Lewis was going to the hoop. Second on Kaylee Saucier. So to the free throw line will go Leilani Cespedes, 5 points per game on the season. Cespedes' free throw is good.
7 points on the evening.
Yeah, so she's already eclipsed her average. Back to a 13-point. Make it a 14-point advantage. 53-39. Coyle Kamara's three, no. Rebound, Bebo came flying in. Saucier's three, no. And he'll come down to Kamara again. Back to Saucier, three, no. Rebound, Bebo had it, and when she went down on the ground for it. And it will go over to Bristol Central.
Basket just not falling for Woodstock today.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Not today. Kamara stole it. Bebo gets the basket.
They're fighting right down to the end here, giving everything they have.
But here's Reamer on the layup and gets it to fall. That fast break bucket getting behind the pressing D. DeLeva Beauchene puts up a three. It's short. McMahon on the rebound. This is backyard basketball right now. And then a foul called beyond Saucier. That's her third. And to the free throw line will go Bowens. Bowens hits the first. Hernandez will check back in for Kamara. 15-point game again. And she hits them both. Bowens will come out. 16-point lead.
Bowens with 20.
In the last minute, you'd say this one is Bristol Central understands what's going on.
Yep.
Hernandez. Coyle. Saucier. Saucier looks to drive. Gets cut off. Thrown away. Reamer. Reamer will race the floor against Hernandez. Lays it up and home. 59-41 in favor of Bristol Central. Bebo, 17 seconds to go. Coyle tries to save, cannot. Ray will get the turnover. McMahon bothered by Coyle and a foul on Elise Coyle. In the final 8 seconds, her fourth.
Woodstock had a phenomenal season, no
They
doubt
did.
about that.
And of course, it will be a different basketball team next year.
Very much so.
You know, without DeLeva Beauchene, without Saucier, no more Campbell Favreau or Avery Danis, Shamal Ilhan, Vivian Bebo, Allison Kamara. That's a long list.
Yeah, those girls have played together for most of them for a long time.
Man's free throw is up and no good. Up ahead, thrown out of bounds. Back over to Bristol Central. And the Centaurs will back off in the final 2 seconds. Oh, maybe not. DeLeva Beauchene and Saucier standing out there, but it's over at this point. 59-41. The win goes to the Bristol Central Rams and ends the Woodstock Academy season at 19-6 with a loss here in the CIAC Division II second round. Does happen.
It does, and I think Bristol was a very strong number 10 seed. Let's say that.
That's what you face.
Yep.
You never know that number 10 around there. That can be difficult. And the Centaurs found out just how difficult they were going to be with that 59-41 loss to Bristol Central. We'll be back with more from the Alumni Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
59-41, your final score here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. Final stats from Dan Vogt.
Yeah, over on Bristol's side, Nicole Reamer with 20, Kamara Bowens with 20 as well, Alani Cespedes with 8, Sydney Ray with 6, and Molly McMahon with 5. Over on Woodstock side, Isabel DeLeva Beauchesne with 18, Kaylee Saucier with 12, Vivian Bebo with 7, Elise Coyle and Allison Kamara with 2 each.
You know, the whole thing is, if you look at it, the second and third quarter.
Yeah, that second quarter was
one
really
for 8 and then 1 for 15 in the third.
And they just couldn't recover after that.
No.
Yeah. They took 31 threes today, and they put 6 in, but they needed a few more of those to fall.
A few more than that, that's for sure. And a 59-41 win for Bristol Central. They move on to the CIAC Division II quarterfinals. I would say likely against number 2 Trumbull. They were playing West Haven tonight. We'll see how that goes, or at least Bristol Central will. Woodstock Academy will go home or stay home at 19-6. That's the way they see their season come to a close. That's the way we see our winter season come to a close as far as broadcasting is concerned. Spring is around the corner, as evidenced by the weather today, which is probably about the only good news we can talk about.
That was good news.
It was some good weather. There's no question about that. Now we head into spring sports, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon, but not for a little while. We're going to take a little break. We're not going to do any more quadruple headers for a little while, okay? Like to thank Eli Poe for helping us out, Oconcha Bar Productions for all their help over the course of the winter, Lucas Hart and his help, Bob Donahue, of course, doing a lot of our color commentary, and of course, Dan Vogt, who has been my partner for a while here now, and we'll be back again
You
soon.
kept me busy, Mark, and I like it that way.
We try to keep things busy. We'll see what the spring brings, but we will say this is it for winter as Bristol Central posts a 59-41 win over Woodstock Academy. Have a terrific rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you again come springtime here at Woodstock Academy.
You have been watching Woodstock Academy Live. This copyrighted webcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without authorized written consent of the Woodstock Academy. The Woodstock Academy would like to thank all our fans for your support, and we hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Today's game has been brought to you by
Jewett City Savings Bank, a member FDIC.
Girardi Insurance Services. The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. The Mansion at Bald Hill. And Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic, with production support provided by Oconcha Bar Productions, LLC. Remember, today's broadcast is available to be seen on woodstockacademy.org/live. This has been a production of the Woodstock Academy.